Are standardized test scores the best measure of student learning? By Priya Welcome, TEL 111 Exploration of Education. This is my Module 5 assignment. Topic overview. Standardized tests refers to exams and tests held in the classroom. These tests are widely used in the U.S. education to measure achievement and school effectiveness, as they also help to determine school funding. Standardized testing has become a central feature of the American education system. This form of testing was originally introduced to share fairness and participation, but has been overused and offers a narrow outlook on students' hard work. It can cause student anxiety and stress, but most of all take away from their ability to learn. It takes the focus from learning to learn and shifts it to a learning to test lens. Standardized testing in the U.S. started in the early 20th century, influenced by our efficiency models of the industrial era. The idea was to streamline assessments and sort students based on their ability to perform. The largest startup of standardized testing was during the Cold War, where testing continued to be popular as it was a way to ensure the competitiveness in science and technology. The 2002 No Child Left Behind Act further solidified their role by tying school funding and accountability measures to overall test scores. Standardized testing is used to evaluate students in their learning performance. Standardized tests were initially meant to create fair and objective measures of academic knowledge. The role of these tests evolved to drive educational policy, track achievement, and hold schools accountable. Many argue that the testing has led to unintended consequences, including excessive focus on test preparation and reduced instructional creativity. Educators are often compelled to teach to test, limiting the students' exposure to critical thinking and collaborative learning. Testing can create unfairness between people due to knowledge levels, schooling background, or even the ability to take tests. The emphasis on standardized testing has shortened school curricula, reducing time for arts, social studies, and many more non-tested subjects. In the article, Rethinking Standardized Tests, it is stated by NEA that we must shift away from our national over-reliance on standardized tests and embrace more authentic, well-rounded assessment systems by and with our educators. If we don't, it will affect students in the underfunded schools, which cause them to lose out on more creative and hands-on learning. Vasilenko brings up the points that standardized tests frequently fail to measure creativity, problem-solving, or real-world application skills. When focusing on tests, we are running out of time to focus on more creative and life skills. Standardized tests offer measurable data that can help identify classroom levels and guided educational policy. According to ProCon, standardized tests are reliable and objective measures of student achievement and hold schools accountable for teaching all students. Standardized tests reflects test-taking skills more than the ability to actually learn. Eugene Butler also argues that test-driven policy is misguided and states that the wrong people are driving our education policy and they're measuring success in all the wrong ways. Learning to learn and learning to test are two different sets of education. Learning to learn focuses on critical thinking skills, which help you to understand concept of the real world. NEA states that standardized tests can't measure important attributes like creativity, critical thinking, and resilience. Learning to test focuses more on the bare minimum and only subjects that matter. Logical dictates that teaching to test significantly improves the student's achievement on tests, which refers to teachers teach. So it only focuses on improving a student's testing skills. Personal perspective, I believe that standardized testing is not good for our educational system. In this slide, I have a lot of information in my opinion, but overall, it's mostly just focusing on all of the details and making sure that we understand that encouraging students in the classroom with more hand-on activities will get us farther than forcing them to test and putting a burden on them, which takes away from the importance of education. This last slide is just my references slide, so thank you guys so much. Again, this was my assignment for my Module 5 TEL 111 class.